Looks like Ren and Stimpy.
Stimpy!
Watching Cheech and Chong.
Hey, you want to get high?
This is Luke and Lewis, Triple M Modern Digital.
Luke and Lewis for lunch on Triple M Modern Digital. Welcome to the show.
You're very enthusiastic today.
Well, you told me that I need to be more enthusiastic during the intro. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a phenomenal show planned for you today. But first, we've got a bit of a wardrobe scandal.
First, tone down the music because now it's serious. We have a wardrobe scandal,
Yes.
which we need to go into after the song. But boy, oh boy, was it havoc today as I walked in.
It's a big deal. I almost walked home. I was like, I can't do the show now. I mean, luckily this is an audio medium. Otherwise, I would have gone home.
Oh, yeah.
Also, in our phenomenal show, we have decided the location of the Great Race.
Yeah.
It's going to happen.
And it's a more of an obscure location than you would have picked for a traditional athletics race.
Yeah, well, I don't want to just be doing this in a stadium. It'll be too embarrassing for your defeat. So I don't want to, make you cry. And also, we're asking people if they have a cool mum. We're looking for all the cool mums out there. Does anyone have a cool mum?
If any cool mums listening, give us a call later in the show on 1300 161 006. Cool mums. Luke, this is Luke and Lewis and Cool Mums on Triple M Modern Digital.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to talk about this wardrobe scandal that has absolutely rocked the office.
Yeah, I mean, everyone's talking about it, just us, but I don't think anyone else noticed. Actually, no, Michael, our panel guy, noticed. Oh, no, we just pointed out to him. What have you noticed, do you reckon, the scandal, before we tell everyone what it is?
Eventually, but you told me straight away.
Again, it was rocking. It was all we could talk about.
We were having a big blow-up, Michael. The show almost ended before you came in.
We almost didn't make it to air today because of this.
Yeah, it was. It's probably one of the hardest times in our friendship that we've ever had was the 20 minutes this morning when we realised that we've come to work wearing the same T-shirt.
Exactly the same T-shirt. And to make this even worse, not only, this is not a mass-produced T-shirt, this is a T-shirt that I know for a fact that there is less than 50 worldwide floating around. This is a limited edition custom tee, and we're both wearing the same one.
Well, hang on. How do you know that there's only 50? How do you know that for sure?
Because it's my merch. It's my merch, and I didn't sell many.
We've both come into work wearing Luke's merchandise, the same T-shirt.
It is not the You Don't Owe Me one. It is my Fat Bird T-shirt that it was a thing from it. Yeah, anyway.
It's one of the most obscure T-shirts.
I'm
it's
not
even worth explaining.
No.
It's just we go down to 20 minutes into a hole. We wouldn't get out of it.
No, it is a T-shirt that pretty much on it has a man fat shaming a fat bird with a megaphone on the back. But we've both worn it today. And honestly...
But not only that, we're also wearing the same colour jeans. We both got black jeans on. The only difference is our runners. What kind of undies do you have on? Oh,
Navy.
He's got Bonds on. That's right, I'm not wearing any. But we need to figure out how we're going to resolve this because we can't do the whole show wearing the same shirt.
I don't want to look in a mirror the whole time.
Yeah, well, you always make fun of me for wearing my own merchandise, and now here you are, hypocrite Kidgel.
You wear merchandise of your own head on your shirt, which I find strange because it's like you can face swap your own head on Snapchat.
Yeah, I can.
with your T-shirt, which is your thing you shouldn't be able to do.
Mate, if I didn't want to wear my own merchandise, I wouldn't make it.
Yeah. But you tried to mix it up because I always have a go at you wearing the same thing. Yeah. And today you've gone, all right, I'm going to mix it up and wear your merchandise. Do you have any...
And now we're wearing the same thing.
Do you have any shirts that aren't merchandise?
Well, I have... Well, isn't everything merchandise? Merchandise is just an item that you buy from someone else. So, no, I don't. And neither does anyone, all right? Unless you make your own T-shirts, it's merchandise.
As if you've never knitted a tee before. But yeah, we need to resolve this. So, okay, it's my shirt. So I think you should take it off.
No, this is my shirt. I bought this.
No, you should do a nude show today.
I'm not doing a nude show.
No, I refuse.
I know how to resolve this.
Michael, you were too keen. Why do you want to see Lewis nude?
No, I know how to resolve this, guys. Michael, give me your T-shirt. Let's swap T-shirts right now.
Oh, Michael.
Take your shirt off, Michael.
He's the panel guy.
Yours isn't going to fit me.
Yeah, well...
Yeah, true. Michael's not as tall as Lewis. They're currently exchanging T-shirts. Ooh, a few solid rigs out here in the office.
Yeah, the rigs are out.
Does Michael's shirt fit you? They're swapping shirts. By the way, Michael, we're both wearing matching white and black T-shirts. You're also wearing a white and black T-shirt. We've pretty much come in. Actually, your T-shirt looks more like a gondola shirt.
It doesn't fit me.
It doesn't fit at all.
Can I just say, Michael, This is an incredibly well-made T-shirt.
Can I just say
I can
that
feel the quality in this thing. I
you
mean,
look
it smells
better-
awful, but
Yours is really
you look
smelly.
so much better in that T-shirt.
oh, thank
than
you very
did
much.
In mine.
I'll remind me next time I ever think about buying your merchandise
Yeah.
that it just looks awful. Luke and Lewis for lunch on Triple M Modern Digital. Luke, yesterday you relentlessly bullied me because I don't drive. I can't drive.
Right, I had to briefly be like, what about? Like, what was yesterday? I don't know.
Among the many things that you
Yeah.
bullied me about yesterday,
Yeah,
one of the
you
things
are
was
23 years old and do not have a driver's license.
yeah, I'm unable to drive.
Yeah,
And,
well, with your mum, you can.
yeah,
Yeah.
Well,
Which would be cute. Good on you. Spending quality family time. I mean,
Mate.
you haven't spent a lot of quality fan time. You've only got 4 hours, don't you, on your else?
yeah, only
Yeah.
4 hours. So,
But, I
Yeah.
was giving you a lot.
you were bullying me for not having my license, and unfortunately for you, though, on the way in yesterday, what happened to you?
I crashed my car.
Oh, okay. And so you crashed your car, you rear-ended someone,
Yep.
your fault, bad driver, disrespectful. And then, what happened? What's happened now that you've been to the mechanic?
Don't have a car anymore.
He can't drive! He can't drive. Luke and Lewis for lunch on We Can't Drive.
You were about to say not driving you home, then realised we didn't have a drive show.
No, we've got a lunchtime show. We're fully capable of eating lunch. We just can't drive.
Yeah.
So I would just like to say I'm
pretty
really happy
disappointed.
about this.
I'm pretty disappointed about it.
Why?
Because I feel like you. Is this how it feels all the time? I had a panic attack. I was like, how am I going to get anywhere? I'm just going to stay at home. Oh, I'm just going to close my door. I'm not even going to leave my room because
Mate,
I'm like, I
staying
can't even
at
drive
home-
to the kitchen. I don't
Staying
know.
at home's the best. Why would you want to leave? You have to take public transport. It sucks.
Yeah, it does. I know. That's why I was like super bummed about it.
Yeah, so now you can't get to work anywhere. So,
Well, do you have any tips for me? Like, what do you do in this scenario? Do you just not leave the house? I just
look
wouldn't.
who's come crawling back. Huh? Why should I help you when you've just been abusing me? Why should I impart my years of knowledge
Because
and
I've now
experience?
stooped to your level.
That's right. I would like you to beg me for tips on public transport.
Lewis, can you please give me some tips on public transport because you're an invalid who can't drive a car?
That's too disrespectful, mate. Call me sir. Call me sir invalid or no tips.
Sir Invalid, can you please give me thy tips?
I will bestow tips upon thee, my child. I have two tips
I
for
bow
you.
to thy Sir Invalid.
I have two tips for you, okay? Always keep a fully loaded Mikey card. Always be
Yeah,
strapped.
I've got $4 on it.
That's
so
not good enough.
I'm running real low.
Not good enough. When we got the call that we had this radio show, I topped up $150. I paid for my whole month of public transport on Mikey. Always be strapped. Never be caught lacking.
I think I'm going to be caught lacking tonight.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's what you need to do. That's my first tip. Always be loaded, all right? Now, my second tip. Okay, this one might be a little bit hard for you.
No wonder you're so cashed up because you don't have to pay for a car. You don't have to pay for petrol.
Look, okay? This is my second tip. This is the most important tip. You really need to do this one, okay? You ready?
Yeah.
Are you ready for knowledge? Always have a friend with their license.
Yeah. Well, I would ask you, but Michael, do you have your license?
Yeah, of course
Yeah,
I have my
cool.
license.
Do you have a car here?
Not here.
Oh, well, we're all stranded then.
We'll be here back on Monday because we'll tell you about how we camped over on the weekend.
This is Luke and Lewis for eternity on Triple M Modern Digital. Please help us. It is time for an update on the Great Race.
Yes.
That's what I'm calling it. It's officially called the Great Race. It's official officially.
Thank you for certifying the official Great Race.
Mate,
Lewis.
I'm all about it. Okay, so quick recap for the listeners who may be uninitiated on the biggest race to ever happen since the last time we raced.
Which has never happened. So it's the
Which never
biggest
happened.
race to have ever happened.
Yes, that's true. So, Luke used to be a state-level runner when he was younger. He has not run at that level or at any level for months now.
Years.
Years.
You keep saying months, it was years ago.
Oh, good. I'm feeling even more confident. So I've never run in my life. I challenge you to a race at the end of this month. I've been training very hard, and you have been banned from training and encouraged to eat.
Yeah, not banned from donuts, and I've been really taking that on board. Probably too seriously,
Yes.
I think.
Yeah, you've been smashing the donuts. It's
yeah.
actually getting me concerned for your health.
My immediate family actually have flagged it as an issue at home, saying there's been lots of snacks in the cupboard
Yeah.
that keep disappearing. I've been blaming my brother, but we all know I'm the culprit. And now it's on national radio. Just great. All right.
Now, we've been getting the listeners to help us with this race because we didn't decide anything. We just said we'll have a race. So we thought we would throw it to the listeners.
But we have decided on
the
distance.
length. So the listeners decided that it would be a 400-meter race, but we thought that was too generic, so we decided to make it a 400 and Lewis meter race. As you all know, I am 2 meters tall, so it's a 402-meter race, but 400 and Lewis, much more catchy.
I think you have an edge here because your name's in the title.
Yes, well, I also have an edge here because you cannot run anymore.
Yes. Yeah. And I've been eating pizzas every day, but
Yes.
still the name thing, I don't know.
Yeah, that might throw you off psychologically.
But we still haven't worked out the location of the race. And we were initially thinking track, but now that it's not the traditional athletics track distance, which is 400 meters, we were like, why bother doing it on a track now? But
Yeah.
you initially raised something with me during the week.
Yeah, and there was another reason why we're not using an official running track, and that's because Triple M Modern Digital refused to pay for it.
Yeah.
So we're doing it on the cheap, but also on the street. Because
Well, you wanted to do it on the street. Tell us why.
Well, because Luke, as you know, I don't drive, so my life is on the streets. I walk on the street, I run on the street. Michael, don't laugh at me. This is serious.
You know, cars also go on the streets. That's
No.
what they're designed for.
That's how people die. They go on the road. If you go on the street, people get hit. All
Do
right.
you know what a street is?
Do you know what a street is?
A street is like where you live and cars drive down your street.
Okay, look,
You're referring to a footpath. And that's where you are because currently I'm not on the streets, but currently...
Okay, look, I've misunderstood the definition of street, and I would like to reclassify our race to a footpath race now. But can we do that?
So you want a home ground advantage because
Yes.
you're worried that on the track I might have an edge
Yes.
because I'm used to running on tracks back in the day. So you want a footpath race?
Yeah, I would like a footpath race. I would settle for a park.
Well, that's
path. Any
convenient.
kind of path, really, is
That's
what
convenient because I don't think we have the authority here on Triple M Modern Digital to close off a street for us to run and me in a donut costume. Sorry, guys, can't drive to work today. We need to settle a dumb bet.
I want. Okay, well then, where are we going to do this race, Luke?
We were thinking Albert Park Lake.
The path around the lake. It's not going to be a swimming race.
No. Although I'm feeling pretty good, feeling pretty biblical. I reckon I could run on water.
We need someone to part the sea. Moses, if you're listening, please
Yeah.
do come and part the sea. If we can't do that, we will just run around the lake.
Yeah.
Because we don't have a parting the sea
So
budget either.
1300-161-006. Moses, if you're listening, give us a buzz. If not, we'll just run around it. Don't worry about it.
So the race is officially at Albert Park Lake on Thursday, the 27th of October, and that is the location, the date.
I'll see you
and the
there,
time.
man, on the footpath. I was about to say on the streets, but yeah.
It's actually a lake path. Yeah. Luke and Lewis for lunch on Triple M Modern Digital.
Lewis, have you got a cool mum?
I'm banned from talking about my mum on the radio. She's very unhappy with the last 2 segments that we did about her. So as far as I'm concerned, I have no mother. She doesn't exist.
Yeah, that's going to make her feel better.
I'm sorry, Mum. Please forgive me. No, do you have a cool mum?
Yeah. I mean, well, she picked me up from the car because I don't have a car now, so she gave me a lift to the tram stop, which
Yeah,
was a
that's-
bit depressing,
That's
but pretty
really
cool,
man.
Really cool.
Did you do it in sunglasses at
Pardon?
least?
Yeah, it was a bit sunny. It was more of a safety reason, but still pretty cool.
Yeah, debatable.
Anyway, there's been a cool mum story come out that we've both been absolutely
Cool mum alert.
Yeah, cool mum, and it's come out of New South Wales in Cronulla.
That's
it's
cool.
it's a Cronulla cool mum.
Yeah, the coolest Cronulla mum.
And what this mum did was, which was pretty cool, she was swimming in a rock pool, so some ocean water swimming.
That's already cool. Whenever I see people swimming like in a rock pool in the beach, it's the ocean basically. I think that's really cool because it's freezing.
Yeah, I knew you were going to go there, and I was like, please don't. Let this not be a temperature joke.
I
And he
wasn't
went
even
there.
going there.
Oh.
You just started talking about it, and I was just impressed by those people. But you can't get over the temperature, mate.
Yeah.
Stop thinking about temperature cool and start thinking about attitude cool.
Because that's what this cool mum was doing. But yeah, there was a shark in the water when she was swimming, a gummy shark.
That's
and then
cool.
she bent down. Well, so everyone else left the pool because
Yeah, you don't
shark
wanna
in the
chill
water.
with a shark.
Not this cool mum. She bent down, grabbed the shark. There's a video that's gone pretty viral online. This cool. That's supposed to be the Jaws music?
No, that's blues.
That was
Blues
just
is cool as.
mum music.
Oh, come on, guys. That was really cool. Michael, wasn't that cool?
Not really.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
this mum is cool. I'm not a cool mum.
You are not going to grow up to be a very cool mum. So this cool mum bent down. This cool mum bent down, picked up the gummy shark, and removed it from the enclosed rockle area and threw it back into the main ocean. What
That's
a cool mum!
That is so cool.
Super cool mum.
Cool mum. That's great. I read this article, and she has a couple of quotes, and I think it's really going to make you think that's insanely cool. All right, this is what she thought of the situation. She said the shark was like a toddler. So she's not even scared of this shark. She's
But that's her maternal instincts kicking in. Seeing a shark, oh, look at it.
no, that's her being cool and being like, sharks? No, she's a little baby, man. I don't care. I'm cool, right?
Yeah.
She doesn't care. He bumped into me. It was like he was saying, can you help me? So this mum can talk to sharks.
Which is very cool.
That's like
That's
Aquaman.
Dr. Dolittle cool.
Well, a little bit more like Aquaman, I
Yeah.
would say, because she was also swimming at the time. Never seen Dr. Dolittle swim. Onlookers, including police, so the police wouldn't even intervene in this scenario, cheered as Mrs. I can't even say that name, but it looks cool, lifted the shark from the pool and raised her arms in victory.
Wow.
Honestly, poor old sharks, they get a bad rap, and he was only a little one, so
Wow.
she's got experience with sharks. I have been fighting for another segment idea for the last few weeks, and everyone around me in this team has been shooting down the segment. They say it's a bad idea for a segment. They say it's unfunny. It's not relevant anymore. But today,
No, it's lowbrow and childish.
which is exactly what our show is and what we should aspire to be, okay? But I was told today that if we got no callers, as a backup segment, we could do the best idea I've ever had. And ladies and gentlemen, we got no callers, so now we get to do this segment. Did Bindi Irwin fart on Dancing with the Stars live on television in 2015? Finally, we can talk
absolutely
about this.
rocked the nation at the time. So
Yes.
what happened? Bindi Irwin, who's Steve Irwin's daughter, was a contestant on Dancing with the Stars late 2015. And during one of the episodes of the show, her partner lifts her up in celebration of them getting through to the next round. And a noise can be heard in the microphone that replicates a similar sounding noise to a flatulence.
Yes.
And people were speculating.
This is hotly
Whether or not-
debated
yeah.
across the nation. There's news articles on news articles. I've been looking at this thing for weeks.
Yeah.
I've been determining what this sound was. Listeners, you are going to hear the sound right now, and you have your own idea on whether or not Bindi Irwin let rip.
Bindi and Derek.
Now, that was the noise. You did just hear the noise. We have a shorter version of the noise,
It
Michael.
sounds like her crying a bit.
It was. That's what it was
But
there.
it could have been a bum cry.
See, I'm telling you, this is the best segment idea I've ever had, all right? I don't know why you guys shut this down. Now, let's get into the investigation. What are the key arguments that's for the Bindi Irwin farting?
Well, she was being tightly squeezed at the time.
Yes.
So he could have, and also she'd been elevated off the ground. Mm-hmm. I would say she was in a perfect position. By the way, I don't know why I'm contributing anything to this segment because I think this is childish and immature. But if we are going to go down this...
You signed the agreement.
The legitimate arguments for did Bindi do a windy are that she was being tightly squeezed at the time. And looking at the video footage is probably more convincing because...
Well, you can't see her dress fly out behind her. What do you mean video footage?
Mate, she's not pumping out a tornado. Like, it's not a hurricane.
It's not like they had heat-sensitive cameras there.
Well, that would have been good to prove it. But she did deny it on TMZ when they asked her at the airport, because that just shows the groundbreaking journalism that TMZ
I think
provide.
that this whole argument is disrespectful. Bindi Irwin did not do a windy, okay?
I think this whole segment is disrespectful because this poor girl, it happened to her 2 years ago, and you've resurfaced this argument.
This isn't an argument. This is an investigation, okay? Now, Bindi Irwin was taking her Dancing Dancing with the Stars opportunity so seriously. I have reading this article right in front of me. She had swollen knees from floor spins during rehearsals, painful blisters on the bottom of her feet. She lost 4 toenails during this thing, and the media has the gall to accuse her of not taking this so seriously that she would eat baked beans before she danced. Absolutely ridiculous. Bindi Irwin did not do a windy.
Can we have the sound effect again? Because it could be a mic noise. She claimed it was microphone.
It's microphone glitch. I'm labelling that as a microphone glitch, and I'd like to officially state my position that Bindi did not do a windy. I
Bindi,
rest my case.
you have been cleared of the charge.
You've been acquitted of farting.
Go back to your... thank you for going back for your non-for-profit environmental work, which we do appreciate, and thus have acquitted you of all fart charges. Go back to saving the world.
And just quickly to our listeners, you are very welcome that I finally got this segment to air. Luca Lewis for lunch on Triple M Modern Digital. Now, I think it's time to have a look at some of our favourite Zee Listers.
Are we doing a self-evaluation today?
No, I don't think we even make the alphabet.
Yeah, it's like celebrity-wise, we're talking.
Yeah,
Some real B-list, C-list celebrities.
Yeah, well, really B-list, C-list back in 2005 celebrities.
Yeah.
What are they doing now? And also, why aren't they killing it?
What happened?
Yeah, what happened to their career?
We wanted to take a look at a few in particular. One that, as soon as this topic was brought up, one that came to mind straight away was Ralph Macchio.
Who's that?
The Karate Kid.
Oh!
Yeah.
Yeah, wait, so he's not famous?
He still does acting. He had a minor role in Guardians of the Galaxy, I believe, and that's...
What was he, an alien that gets shot?
He was probably played one of the laser beams or something.
He was in a prosthetic mask. You wouldn't even know it was him.
Yeah.
He was just the right
He was-
height.
Yeah, and I'm assuming he's in the new Star Wars film as Stormtrooper number 4064. But yeah, what's Ralph Macchio doing these days? And also, I'm not sure why he hasn't made it.
Well, I feel like sometimes when you're like a child star and
Yeah.
you're in a movie like The Karate Kid, which is still like a cultural phenomenon.
Yeah.
I feel like if that was me when I was like 10, I don't think I would have the drive to do, because you would not top that. There's no way you can top that in your adult life, and you would also be rolling in TV replay money.
I just think he should do they should do a rerun, like a sequel of The Karate Kid where he's Mr. Miyagi. Like he's the teacher.
No,
I would pitch that if I was him.
They should do one where...
You got to pay rent somehow if you're Ralph.
They should do one where Mr. Miyagi is like a revived head floating in like a tube, and they've brought him back to life, and Ralph Macchio needs more training, and they call it the Karate Man.
Yeah, that's pretty good. It's probably better than anything he's doing now. What about Hayden Christensen, the guy
Who's
who played
that?
Anakin Skywalker in Attack of the Clones, the prequel Star Wars one?
Okay, I'm going to say it. I liked both of those movies. Thought he was a great actor.
Can you play a quote, Michael, from the film?
I don't like sand. It's coarse and rough and irritating, and it gets everywhere.
That is why he hasn't made it.
But it does get everywhere. It does get everywhere. It's coarse. It's irritating. I'm not a fan of the beach. You know this.
He couldn't have said that any more unenthusiastically.
No, how could you say... You can't say that enthusiastic. That's not his problem. That's the scriptwriter's problem. You can't... Like that, he's a good actor.
I hate sand. It's rough, course, and gets in everything.
Yeah, Star Wars is not a musical, all right?
Yeah.
He delivered it the best way you could deliver that line. He's the only reason why that movie didn't get scrapped, because even though the script was horrendous, they were like, yeah, but Hayden looks pretty good when he's all moody and stuff.
Yeah, he's the only guy who looks good with a rat tail.
Exactly. I think he's great. What's he up to now, old Hayden?
Yeah, okay, another one I was thinking. This one, more Australian.
You haven't told me what Hayden's up to.
Oh, he's still trying to act. Yeah, he was in Jumper or something, like movies you've never heard of. Yeah, poor
I
guy.
saw that movie. It was awful.
Yeah. This one's an Australian one.
Yeah.
What's Plucker Duck up to?
Oh, yeah.
The mascot of the 90s show Hey Hey It's Saturday.
That was my favourite show when
Yeah.
I was a kid. What is he doing?
I wonder what Plucker Duck's doing. Probably just, I don't know, hanging out, birthing eggs. What do ducks do?
Didn't he just ran around and stole cars and then gave them to family members?
Yeah.
You know what I didn't get about him is when they brought when they brought Hey Hey It's Saturday back on a Wednesday, and then Plucker Duck, do you reckon it was the same guy or the same costume?
Yeah, I just think that guy exclusively works Saturdays and they had to get the Wednesday guy in, which just like, what are you doing? And then last one, hot dogs from Big Brother.
You're telling me he's not famous? No. No way.
Believe it or not, hot dogs does not have a very strong career these days.
Hot Dogs was famous in 2005, and I demand that he resurfaces and becomes famous again.
Yeah.
It must happen.
Please, someone make hot dogs famous again.
Luke and Lewis for lunch on Triple M Modern Digital. Luke, I think what do you think? At what age do you think that kids start rebelling against their parents?
Early teens.
Yeah.
Teen years. I was probably a prepubescent rebel.
Did you rebel? Did you do much? I don't actually know this about you. Did you rebel against your
grade
parents?
2, I was like pretty bad, and then I got it together, then went off the rails again. No, I never went off the rails, to be honest. I actually probably got more boring the older I got, and now I'm just like this plain, simple guy who doesn't like beetroot on a sandwich because it makes the bread wet. And that's just me.
That's just common sense, though. I wouldn't say it's rebelling.
Oh,
I just
thank
think
God. I
that's
thought I was a
forward
weirdo.
thinking.
So that's the thing. I'm so bland. I don't even know it. If I'm like, is this normal? Who knows? Just don't talk about it in public.
You just assume that it's generic home brand stuff.
But when did you start being rebellious?
Day one.
You came out crying, oh, dude, that's annoying. Yeah, I got him.
Yeah, rebel without a cause, mate. I came out of the womb wearing a leather jacket, riding a motorcycle.
Yeah.
It's incredible. I don't know how mum made one of those. But yeah, no, I started really rebelling against my parents and everything when I was like early teens, like 15, 16, around then in high school. Because my parents were always trying to get me to do well in school, and the school was trying to get me to do well in school, but I was just the most disruptive kid. I would always be talking in classes. Mum would always be in and out of parent-teacher meetings, trying to stick up for me, but secretly knowing it's my fault and I'm the monster, and this is perfectly legitimate.
Yeah, you're the problem.
Oh, yeah, I was absolutely the problem. But it got me kind of thinking that I feel like most kids rebel against society, and to them, society is their parents. So depending on the kind of parent you have, that will dictate how you rebel. Like if you had vegan parents, you might rebel against them by eating spaghetti and meatballs.
Yeah, burger it up. Hey, Mum, watch this. And then you just smash down a kebab. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and I was thinking that because I was so rebellious as a kid and I didn't really care about school and things like that, I feel like that if I was a parent, I still wouldn't care about those things. So the way my child would rebel is by being really studious.
Yeah, so if you ever had kids, how would they like rebel against you?
Well, I've had to think about it, and I think it would sound exactly like this. Hey, buddy, how's it going? What are you up to?
I'm just doing some homework.
What did you just say?
I'm just doing some homework.
Homework? What have I told you about doing homework?
Homework makes you smart.
Mate, are the Spears as smart?
No, the Spears is
Failed school. That's right, mate. Have some respect for yourself. You're a Spears, so start acting like it and stop understanding calculus.
The next day. Hey, Dad.
Hey, buddy, how was school?
Oh, good. Oh, I mean, awful. I got in a lot of trouble.
That's my boy. Were you disrupting the class like your father did?
Yeah.
Brilliant, mate. If you keep it up, you'll be expelled in year 10 like your daddy was. Hey, later on tonight, do you want to chuck rocks at the cop cars?
Oh, Dad, I want to be a doctor.
What? A doctor? No son of mine is going to be a doctor. Get out of my house and don't come back until you're drinking goon in a park with your friends on a Tuesday. So I wanted to talk about, Luke, celebrities and their extracurricular activities.
Yeah.
So
Such as?
Yeah, well, like some celebrities, they'll be like an actor or something, but then they'll start off this crazy side business project they think is incredibly important, and they pretend to be an expert in it. And you see that, and you're like, mate, you're an actor.
You've been studying your whole life to be an actor.
Yeah.
Don't go into this other field that other people study their whole lives. They think because they've got a profile that they can just enter any field with success.
Exactly. Like they have a couple $1 million to throw at a great website designer to build something that looks really pretty and professional. But at the end of the day, you're an actor. Stick to what you know.
Yeah.
So I wanted to talk about, I've got 2 examples for you. Now, I have Gwyneth Paltrow. You know her, the actor?
Yeah.
Yeah. She has started a holistic health business called Goop.
A health business called Goop.
No, not a health business. A holistic natural therapies business.
But these aren't even businesses. This is what...
Also known as Pretend medicine.
Yes. So this is like chakras and
Yeah.
different natural. Yeah.
I've got 2 products that her business has sold, her Pretendicin business. So she sells $120 healing stickers to align your chakra. You put them on your body. They're just stickers.
Are they scratch and sniffs?
No.
So they're not even fun.
You don't even get a good whiff out of it. They do align your chakra and give you good vibrations. And they claimed that they were made from the same material that NASA uses to line their spacesuits.
So?
NASA came out and said, no, you don't.
Yeah.
That's false.
Yeah, I don't think NASA are giving away that information just on the net.
No, exactly. Why would you put spacesuit material on a sticker? You put sticker material on a sticker.
Yeah, I don't think NASA are using stickers on the inlining of their spacesuits. Oh, mate, yeah, go out there in zero gravity. Just put this sticker on.
Yeah, I think aligned chakras is one of the lowest requirements for going into space.
Stick to what you know, Gwyneth.
Yeah, stick to what you know. But she also has another product. This is her other product. A sprayable elixir we can all get behind. It was called Anti-Psychic Vampire Spray.
I mean, she is acting like this is a good product, so technically she is still acting.
Yeah, well done, Gwyneth. That's great. Keep us away from those psychic vampires. But I wanted to talk about Tom DeLonge from Blink-182.
My childhood idol.
Your
and still
favourite
my
band.
idol.
He has started a business called... I don't even know what it's called. It's called To the Stars Academy.
Yeah.
All right, and he's raising. Let me just pitch you. This is his pitch. He's asking for money. To the Stars Academy strives to be a powerful vehicle for change by creating a consortium among science, aerospace, and entertainment that will act collectively to allow gifted researchers the freedom to explore exotic science and technologies with the infrastructure and resources to rapidly transition them to products that can change the world.
Oh, sorry, I just nodded off there for a second.
So what do you think? Are you going to invest in this business,
So
Luke?
this is he wants to take people to the moon. Is that what it is? I don't even understand.
I don't know
what you
that was
said.
a whole paragraph.
So he's making a spaceship.
I don't know what he's doing. That's the whole paragraph. I looked at the website. That's the most information I could get.
No, I don't want to join.
Well,
Wait, is this... Yeah, so for those who don't know what Tom DeLonge is, this is the Na-Na guy.
yeah.
Turn the lights off, carry me home.
And that's what he's good at. There.
Yeah.
That was his strength. And now
Space
he's going
research?
into space research.
Stick to what you know. Well, 200 people disagree with you. They've raised $275,000 for whatever this is. What do you think of that?
Na.
Luke and Lewis for lunch on Triple M Modern Digital. Luke and Lewis for lunch on Triple M Modern Digital. Luke, I feel like this show needs more news in it.
Yeah. In particularly news that rhymes. Where the news, her presenter, rhymes with the word news.
Exactly. Yeah. So
Which is convenient because your name's Lou.
yeah. So if I were to take ownership of the news, that would then become Lou's News, which sounds like a great idea for a title name. So I thought, why don't we make this a regular segment with its own intro? And the intro would sound like this.
Things people care about. This is Lou's News.
Off to a great start. Let's do it. Lou's News, brand new segment where Lewis reads all the big headlines
Yes.
that you've probably all heard about anyway, but we'll recap them here on Lou's News.
Yeah, so this segment is about learning and about current news, and I own it. It's
What have
Lou's
you got
News.
for me?
So, I have a headline here. Topless Russian tourist dies after leaning out of the window of a speeding car for a video.
Yep. Very, the Russian, yeah, that's, that's, of course it's Russian.
Yeah.
Like any other country, that will be like, oh, that's pretty surprising. No, not in Russia.
Yeah, no way. So,
Big news today.
What we take away from that is don't do that.
Yep.
Just in case you didn't know. Next news article, breaking news, news alert. This is current news. IKEA has released a pet collection.
Like tables for cats. What do you mean?
Well, I don't know. I only read the headline. So I'm thinking like...
Yeah, it's just
It's
like
just-
little houses for cats.
It's really trendy houses for cats. I was kind of disappointed. I thought it would release a collection that you could outfit your cat's house with little furniture, but unfortunately it's just places for your cat to sleep. So,
Yeah.
come on, IKEA.
Don't we already have like cat toilets? Isn't that what kitty litter is?
Yeah, I know.
IKEA have been doing that for years. Don't advertise it as a new collection.
Come
Just
on,
keep
IKEA.
selling it.
Okay, I have another headline. Pink regrets that she sided with Taylor Swift in the Katy Perry versus Taylor Swift beef. Very
This
important
beef has been going for years.
Yeah, I don't understand.
I can't even, I've lost track of who's on whose side. Honestly,
Yeah.
if you told me Katy Perry sided with Taylor Swift, I'd be like, "Ooh, cool." Like, I just would believe you.
I don't understand why Pink thinks that either of them care which side she's on. Who cares about Pink?
Pink's a very current celebrity. You thought she was Australian. That's why.
I did, because she's so famous here. I just assumed she was one of those Australian Idol people.
Because people care about her everywhere.
Well, I take it back. I wish Pink was on my side in any future beefs.
Yeah.
I have another headline here. Woolworth's night shift worker scores $1 million in the lotto win, but she won't quit her job.
Because that $1 million isn't enough to retire from.
No, and also working at Woolies is sick. And now I have the final headline here. This is the final news headline. You'll never guess what this woman did to her husband.
No, we won't. So that's Luke and Lewis.
Well, obviously I didn't click it. That's clickbait. Luke and Lewis for lunch on Triple M Modern Digital. That's the end of the show, ladies and gentlemen.
You brought the enthusiasm right to the end. I love it.
Wait till Monday's show. I'm going to be screaming. I'll be borderline hysterical.
I'm going to have to bring in earmuffs.
So we wanted to let you guys know that again the race. Oh yes, almost.
This is how we're going to wrap up every Friday from now, and we're going to move this song just to every Friday.
We thought every day was a bit too much.
Because we want you to have a good night.
Yeah, so this is Fist Pump Fridays,
Yeah.
and we fist bump for the entire wrap of the show. So, Luke and I, next week, it's going to be a short week, isn't it? Because we're going to New Zealand.
Yes. Monday, Tuesday we'll be on air, but Wednesday to Friday we'll be in New Zealand with our friends, with our New Zealand friends.
We're touring the country. We're doing my show. I'm bringing Luke along with me, and it's going to be great. And also, we, as we said in don't rub your eye, you're fist bumping, mate.
I had to stop fist bumping briefly.
No
My arm's
excuses.
getting sore. Can I switch arms?
Yeah, switch arms, but as long as one fist is bumping at all times, I will allow it. Also, as we mentioned during
This is great for an audio medium. Fist bump Fridays.
Michael's fist bumping, everyone's fist bumping. So, as we mentioned during this show, the race is going to be happening on Thursday, the 27th, at Albert Park. We haven't decided on a time yet, but we do know the length. It's a 400 and Lewis meter race.
Yeah, but we'll be at Albert Park Lake. We'll let you know. The date is the 27th.
The 27th, which is a Thursday, and that's just about the end of the show, guys. That was Fist Bump Fridays, and I hope you all find a good night. This is Luke and Lewis for lunch on Triple
Fist
M
Bump Fridays.
Modern Digital.